2023 is fast wrapping up, and a lot of us might be in an unsatisfactory mental state simply because you feel like you haven't done so much evidently to account for the success of this year. And that might make you feel like a failure or make you feel like you failed yourself and your goals. On the other hand, some of us out there have given this year our best shot, and it makes you feel so proud of yourself. Whichever category you find yourself, the one thing that really matters is that you're able to analyze this year, figure out what you've done right and what you've done wrong and what you need to improve on doing. And on that note, I want to walk you through how to analyze your year. Yearly review offers you the opportunity for self-reflection. By looking back on your experiences, your achievements and challenges, you basically gain insights into your strengths, your areas for improvement, and your personal growth. Analyzing your year is a valuable practice that allows you to reflect on your experiences, your achievements, and your areas for growth. And the first step towards analyzing your year would be to review your goals. The most practical way to do this is to revisit the goals you've set at the beginning of the year, then assess the ones that you have achieved so far, assess the ones you've evolved on, and then assess the ones that you have done nothing about. Then take your time and evaluate the progress made so far towards achieving these goals. Reflecting on your achievements and the setbacks allows you the opportunity to celebrate your successes and adjust your goals for the upcoming year. Understanding the progress of your goals is a key part of analyzing your year effectively. The next way to review your year would be to celebrate your achievements. Now, I understand that the year may have been a very tough one for a lot of us, for you basically, but I also need you to take out some time and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how little or small they are. Celebrating your year basically is a show of gratitude. Taking time to celebrate your accomplishments has a way of boosting your motivation for the upcoming year. A year in review is an excellent time to show appreciation for the positive areas of your life. Acknowledge the people you have in your life. Acknowledge the opportunities you've had in your life in this year. Acknowledge all the experiences that have contributed to your well-being and your success. Take your time to appreciate yourself for showing up every time you've had to do that. I understand that you had your low moments as well. I did. However, it does not matter because you are at the end of a year, and being alive in itself is such a blessing. So take your time and just appreciate yourself, like a moment to yourself. Basically, have your moment and recognize the fact that you have tried, you have shown forth as much as you can, but then when you show the gratitude for how far you've come, you also know that next year you have to re-strategize, you have to adjust your goals and prepare to give the next year your best shot. The next way to analyze your year is to reflect on your challenges. Reflecting on your challenges simply means thinking deeply about all the difficult times you've had this year, all the challenges and issues that you've had this year. It's not just about you recognizing the fact that you've had tough times this year. It's more about you recognizing why they happened, what they did to you, how you dealt with them, and what you learned from all these tough times or tough experiences you had this year. It's like looking back on your map of struggles and successes to help you prepare better for the future. This process basically helps you to prepare to handle more tough times or tough situations, and also helps you to become more positive about your personal transformation and professional growth as well. The next way to analyze your year is by assessing personal growth. Now, assessing personal growth is like you checking yourself to see how much you've learned and grown as a person. Imagine looking at a picture of yourself and thinking about the challenges you've had to go through in this year, how you have handled it, and how much you have evolved and grown as a person in the process of handling all these challenges you've gone through. Just how much you've become better at handling stuff. So it's about you figuring out the ways you've learned to become more resilient, adaptable, or skilled. So you taking time to assess your personal growth is just about you taking a closer look at yourself to find out how much you've learned and how much of a person you've grown to be and what you've learned so far. Identify the skills you've acquired this year and how your mindset may have evolved so far, because personal growth is often an intangible but crucial aspect of self-analysis. So do that today. The next step towards analyzing your year is to evaluate your relationships. Evaluating your relationships is just about you checking on everybody you have in your life, all the people in your life, and then figuring out how much of a connection you made with them, how much of an impact they made in your life, and deciding whether you want to let them go or whether you want them to stay back in your life, right? The truth is that everybody you have in your life should have an impact in your life. It's either negative impact or a positive impact. So take out your time and find out the level of support you had from people in your life. Did they support you? Did they make you feel like you were loved? Did they neglect you? Did they make you happy? Did they make you sad? Did they hurt you intentionally? Did they respect you? Did they disrespect you? Did they treat you well? Did they wish you well? Did they celebrate your little wins? Take your time and evaluate all the relationships you've had or you have in your life presently and find out the impact of these relationships in your life. It will help you to know the people to take over to the next year. It will help you to know the people to leave behind. And this is not because you're a bad person. It's because you're trying to protect your energy. You're trying to find out the people that you need for the next phase of your life. Having positive people in your life would help you to become a better person. So reflect on your relationships, both personal and professional, and discover how much they've enriched your life, those that need nurturing and those that need adjustments. A healthy relationship plays a significant role in your well-being, in your life, your mental well-being. You have no idea, honey. It does. The next step towards analyzing your year is to analyze time management. Now, you analyzing time management is like you looking at how well you use your time. It's about you figuring out how well you use your time to do the things that matter to you. Or if you have certain times where you're feeling all scattered and, unsettled and a bit rushed, right? Are you able to achieve specific tasks without feeling stressed? It's about you finding out if you have a balance, time for work, time for fun, and time for everything in between, right? Taking time to assess your time management helps you to find out the ratio at which you do relevant things to how you do irrelevant things. When you identify time-wasting activities, it also helps you to identify areas for more efficiency. This reflection helps you to optimize your time in the coming year. The next step to analyzing your year is to analyze your learning and development process. Now, learning and development is like growing and becoming good at certain things. Learning is like when you understand something new, like solving a puzzle or discovering an interesting fact. But development in itself is you becoming stronger and smarter, right? So it's not just about you going to school, it's about you learning specific skills that addresses or make you get better at different areas of your life. So when you talk about learning and development, it's about you learning an exciting, thing or exciting adventure that makes you smarter as the year goes by. So analyze your learning and development process and focus and find out if you did not just get excited of a new adventure or about a new adventure rather, but then you also got smarter. So whatever skills that you have given yourself the opportunity to learn this year, were they skills that just excited you or they were skills that made you get smarter? So analyze your learning and development focus this year. Figure out what it was for you and figure out what you need to do for the upcoming year. The next step towards analyzing your year would be to set new goals. But before you do that, I'd like you to take some time to yourself and identify where you would want to see yourself at the end of 2024. I want you to take your time and identify the person you would have loved to become at the end of 2024. The skills you would have loved to acquire at that time. The places you would have loved to be, the opportunities you would have loved to see yourself take at that time, the kind of decisions, the situations you would have loved to allow yourself to be in at the end of 2024. Identify the accomplishments you would have loved to achieve at the end of 2024, and then it would help you to set your goals that would help you to achieve these things or to get there. We're talking about weekly goals, we're talking about monthly goals, we're talking about quarterly goals that would help you to achieve every plan or every goals you have come 2024 ending. So take your time and also identify the habits you need to cultivate that would help you to become a better individual to achieve these goals. Because goal setting is very crucial if you must have a successful year. However, you need to ensure that your goals are smart, that your goals are measurable, they're attainable, they're very realistic and time-bound as well. When you make your goals smart, you're making sure that you have a good plan to succeed and have a great adventure in the upcoming year. So do that for yourself. The next step towards analyzing your year would be to create an action plan. Develop an action plan outlining the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. Break down your larger goals into smaller goals, manageable tasks, and set, deadlines to achieve these goals. Remember, the goal of analyzing your year is not just to critique yourself, but also to gain insight towards the things you need to do to grow professionally and personally as well. Approach this process with a sense of curiosity, self-compassion, and commitment towards personal and consistent development. Ensure that your action plans are well detailed and set reminders that would help you to stick to these action plans. Form daily habits that would get you closer to your weekly targets, that would get you closer to your monthly targets, that would eventually help you to get closer to your big goals and achieve them at the end of 2024. And one more thing, I need you to believe in yourself that you can achieve whatever you set your mind on. You can do whatever you want to do. You can basically get to any height you see yourself getting to. I also need you to know that I am so proud of you. I believe in you, and I know that 2024 is going to be a big year for you as long as you're willing to put in the work. And at this point, I'd like to remind you that this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue, and I would like to get your feedback on the comment section. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the subscribe button and definitely have a time of your life. This is a family. This is a community. I would like you to be a part of it. And until next time, keep being fabulous, and I'll see you in my next video.